In 284 AD, Emperor Diocletian split the enormous Roman Empire into two halves. The Western Latin and the Eastern was primarily Greek. This was done in an effort to help stabilize the empire after a period of great crisis. The belief was that two emperors ruling each half would be able to better focus on the particular problems and to be able to continue to bring glory to the empire as a whole. Unfortunately, this ended up being unsuccessful, and the Roman Empire ended after Germanic tribes invaded and exiled the last Western Roman Emperor Romulus Augustulus. Or did it?
Even though the Western Roman Empire fell, the ideas, laws, and knowledge of Rome transferred to the Byzantine Empire and its new capital, Constantinople. Constantinople was one of the largest cities in Europe for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It was an ancient Greek city called Byzantium originally when Diocletian moved his control of Rome to the east. Now, Constantinople and Rome had a lot of similarities, even though we usually don't associate the two with being similar. The first would be the architecture that we see in both. Both the Pantheon in Rome, as you can see on the left, and the Hagia Sophia on the right use similar architectural styles, such as the arch. The Byzantines perfected the use of the arch in the Hagia Sophia, and there would not be another dome like it for the next 500 years after it was built. The Byzantines and Romans were also very similar in the type of entertainment that they enjoyed. With Rome, the Colosseum, where naval fights and gladiatorial battles took place, was the center of entertainment in Rome, whereas in the Byzantine Empire they had a very large racing track called the Hippodrome, which was actually so famous that there were multiple teams that raced against one another, two of them being the Blues and the Greens. Even though there were many similarities between the Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire was a much more urban society, with Constantinople being the center. It was also much easier to control since it was much smaller than the original Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire's most successful and most famous emperor is Emperor Justinian, who in many ways was very similar to the most successful and famous emperor in the Roman Empire, Augustus. Justinian and Augustus both were not part of a hierarchy. They were not heirs to a royal family. Both of them grew up in a poor background. Justinian was an amazing builder who had a great vision for the Byzantine Empire to glorify it and expand it, just like Augustus did.
Emperor Justinian wanted to save in writing all the laws that began in ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, those laws were called the 12 Tables. Emperor Justinian collected up all the old laws and added new ones that gave his people even more rights. He called this body of law the Code. One of the laws in Justinian's code stated that a person was innocent until proven guilty. It's not easy to write laws that are fair for everyone. Justinian was no different. Many people look back on his laws today and think that they did not benefit everyone in the empire. Either way, he did such a good job of writing these laws that way back in 500 CE, that new and existing governments still refer to his laws today as a guide when creating laws of their own. Another effect of having the Roman Empire split in two was the very distinct Christian groups that emerged: the Western Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church. Now, these two groups have almost all of the same core beliefs to their faith. However, there are some very unique characteristics. Each group has different architecture, as seen in the different styles of these churches. The West tends to be more what's called Gothic in style, while the Eastern Church is known for its onion-shaped domes. Their icons are also very different in style, and the Eastern Church does not allow statues or 3D images to be inside a church or to be used in worship. The biggest difference, however, is in their leadership. the East has 5 patriarchs, or 5 leaders, from historically important cities, while the West only has 1 leader, the Pope. This has led to some disagreements over time about different aspects of the faith, and who has the authority to settle disputes or concerns. Just like in Rome, when there was the triumvirate, or when there was just one emperor, decision-making processes are always affected by how an organization believes decisions should be made. Each church here would see their system as being better, but in the end, they're both very much a product of the culture of East and West.